What is up, everybody? Long live your turtle here, and I have moved 30 hours away from my old apartment, and the tank is set up and it's ready with the turtles. One humongous change that if you've watched my old video, you would see immediately is my basking platform. I got a lot of requests to show how I built this thing, what the design was, and I took that as, hey, I have some tweaks I want to make on that old one. Why don't I just make a brand new basking platform and record myself doing it? Which is what I did, and which is what I did. So check out the video I linked below. That will have how I built this platform. I hope it's really informative. I went from the bottom right to the top on that one, and it should have all the steps in there for you to do this yourself. But I strongly encourage you change whatever you want to make it better for yourself. It's a DIY project. Okay. But I want to go over the setup again. It's a little different, and so let's talk it through. So I have this new basking platform. It's actually switched. I used to have the basking lamp kind of in the middle. Now they're over on the right. That was because my new design better utilized the turtles and their slide into the water. Before, when the ramp was in the middle, before when the ramp started in the middle and went into the side of the tank, the turtles would slide off and just hit the glass. They didn't care, but it didn't seem very comfortable. I was a little worried it might damage the glass, might damage their face, and so I wanted to redesign and then refine this platform so that the turtles could better utilize this ramp and still get all that basking pleasure. So on the right here we have our basking area. There's a ramp that leads into the nesting box in the back. We'll take a look at that in a second. And they're still in the 75-gallon tank. I know there's lots of comments that say, dude, you need a bigger tank. And yes, I absolutely know that. Right now it's not possible for me. So they have the 75-gallon tank, and I'm giving them all that water space that they could possibly have with this top platform. They have all the 75 gallons. Keep it pretty empty so they have more space. So I'm sorry for those people that just cringe at this space, but I think they're really happy. They don't fight each other, and they're all really, really healthy. So like last video, let's start from the bottom to the top. Just quickly go over what I've got going on in this tank and show you how I take care of my turtles. Alright, so I got my Val Fx6 filter. This thing is an absolute beast. It easily filters all three of these turtles' waste. These guys are wasty. Bunch of poopers here. And that I probably do water change every month, and I have to clean the filter, sponges, and everything out of it every 3 months, because this thing is pretty overpowered for the 75-gallon tank. 3 turtles, not so much, but still an amazing filter, very easy to maintenance, and just really highly suggest it. What else we got over here? We got our little aeration unit, and we got our timed power outlet by Zilla, and that basically just makes sure that these turtles wake up and go to bed at the constant times, and I do it about when the sun rises and the sun sets. What do I use? I give them little treats like freeze-dried mealworms, and then I give them the Repto Min floating sticks just for general food. Always make sure your water's safe when you put it in your tank. This is an apartment complex, so the water's never great, so make sure you use that. And that's the basics of the boring stuff at the tank. Let's move up a little bit. There we go, we got all 3 turtles. What's up, guys and gal? So we have a very bare bottom, if you haven't noticed. And so my last video, my last apartment, my last setup had sand. Sand was great. I had it for probably 2 years. Started smelling pretty bad, and when I was moving, that was my opportunity to take it all out and just ditch it. And right now I have a bare bottom tank. So what I'm looking for from anyone that cares is, what would you like to see on the bottom of this tank that you would think it would make it look really nice, and it needs really very little maintenance, and the turtles won't eat it and die. Just give me some ideas, because I'm looking for anything right now. I actually like the bare bottom, but turtles are probably a little bored by it, so let's give them something to look at and scavenging around. Just so drop something in the comments. Got my little plant, got my 3 driftwood pieces. Those are all beautiful, couldn't leave those behind. And then I have 2 aeration stones in the back, and some air bubbles to the little turtle leaf. And then we got our heater in the back, our intake tube, and then our output over on the right. With this new design, I couldn't put the output all the way over on the right side of the tank, just because of the walling on this design, but that was still okay. You can direct the flow so it pushes both directions there, so I have it going to the right and left. So there's no stagnant water over on this side. Got Harold going crazy here. So we have that panel you can open up. It can easily access all the turtles here. What's up, Harold? Got a little plant. Totally realistic now. I have my LED light over the top with some acrylic covers, keeping some of that moisture and that evaporating air. Same thing on the right side, I have my acrylic sheets leaning up on this wire mesh topper that actually comes from a different tank but fit perfectly in my new design. And then I have a double mini dome with my UVB and heat lamp, providing all the basking necessities for my turtles. And then on the right side you have your ramp with Crackers saying hello. Well, come on up, Crackers. Oh, he's coming on up. And so we have the basking area, which looks like Crackers might take advantage of here. And then you'll see behind I actually have this turf ramp. Put my hand on it so you can see. And that ramp actually leads, take the cover off for you, leads to a nesting area. Right now the nesting area is out of commission. One of my turtles actually just before I had all this done, unfortunately I didn't get it in time and just dumped the eggs into the tank and ate them. Turtles be turtles, I guess. Savage. So right now I just have it covered. No one's gravid, so don't want them to make an unnecessary mess. They can still crawl up there if they want, just chill out. But yeah, this is that new basking platform design. Takes more advantage of the space available for this setup without adding really anything to a footprint. We can take a look around the side here, and you can see the side. So it actually overlaps a little bit and extends, but I never had my tank up against the wall anyway, so why not use that wasted space and give them a little extension on their basking area. Upgrade complete. You can see through down to the tank floor. And then let's take a look over the whole setup here. You can see back on the right I have that recessed area where my filters fit, and my tubes and my heater. And the turtles are too big to fit out of that, so it's the perfect design to wall them off from any sort of escape, but also to allow for all the necessities to take place. So that's it. That's my new setup. Give me questions, give me comments, give me any concerns. The turtles love it. I've seen some pancake stacks. And again, in the description of this video, I'm going to provide the 2-part series of me building this thing from scratch, from the wood from Home Depot all the way to what you're seeing now. And I really hope that helps you guys build and design something similar so that your turtles can also enjoy their entire tank, and you get to see the entire tank as well as them in their basking area. So that's my updated setup. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. See ya.
bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.